Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. All right. Brother Azariah here. And I just want to go into from the Pittsburgh GMS camp, by the way, Salakia. And I just want to go into this this quick lessons. Salaki if I didn't do my intro correctly. It always slips my mind after I do it. Like, did I do it right? You know. But Salaki. So like I was saying, I want to go into this lesson. I was watching the Apostle Ramlah's live stream replay. I didn't get to catch it live, but it was a response to Apostle Tahar's video, you know, about the Lord condoning slavery. And a thought popped in my mind, you know, because for whatever reason, it just popped in my mind. It was something he said that kind of sparked this thought. Okay, you niggas that complain about how the Most High, about the vessels that the Most High has chosen, and how the Most High allows His truth to come out. You're just like the people in the wilderness. You're just like the Israelites when they were in the wilderness and they were complaining, you know? Because one thing that we noticed, or that I've noticed, okay, now we here at Great Millstone, we believe through faith, and you know, this is what we believe wholeheartedly, that the men of GMS have 100% truth. Okay, starting with Apostle Tahar on down. Okay, now it seems to be evident as well by the fact that all you buckouts come to our pages, come to the apostles' pages, and you spew your madness. You come to the live stream, you spew your madness. Come on the comment board, like I said once again, you spew your madness about what you believe, and you just won't let it go. You won't go away. You know, you just continuously come around. So, and there are even people who come, you know, and listen to the apostles. They know that this is the truth, but there are parts of the truth that they deny, and so they, you know, they come and they, quote unquote, they receive the meal, but they spit out what they think to be the bones, which are actually pieces of meat that they can't digest. Okay, but anyway, so I just wanted to go into a couple of precepts, just kind of backing up what I was going into, and you know how you niggas, how the children of Israel that were being ungrateful in the wilderness is just like you niggas today who are rejecting the food that's been placed on this table of wisdom. Okay, and actually I forgot about that. Okay, and I want to look at this precept. Okay, so it doesn't really talk about bread in here, but yeah, it does actually. Verse 5. So let's read this. Proverbs 9 and verse 2. Okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 1. Wisdom hath builded her house. She have hewn out her 7 pillars, which represents the 7 churches. It talks about the 7 churches in the book of Revelation, chapter 2. Okay, I'm not gonna go into it deep. I just want to show you. Okay, unto the angel Salakia, unto the angel of the church of Ephesus, write: These things saith he that holdeth the 7 stars in his right hand, who walketh in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks. Okay, and basically it's this is verse, is it chapter 2? Oh, okay, yeah, verse 7. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Okay, so basically it's just going into the churches. All right, you know, and if I'm not mistaken, there's 7 of them. All right. So let's go back. Okay, Proverbs 9 and 2. She hath killed her beasts, she hath mingled her wine, she hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens, which are the prophets. She crieth upon the highest places of the city. Okay, wisdom crieth without. Okay, she uttereth her voice in the city. These are things that we go through all the time. So I'm going to continue. Verse 4. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him. Verse 5. Come eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Okay. Now this is going to be a key scripture that I'm going to come back to. Okay. I'm going to come back to this. So now let's get, just go briefly to a couple of key scriptures. I'm not going to read the whole account. I'm just going to skip to the points. Okay. Exodus 16. Okay. Start at verse 4. Then saith the Most High unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, And the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no. Okay. So the Most High spiritually is raining down this bread every day through the men of great millstone. Okay. Through the diligence of the men of great millstone. We'll jump to verse 8. Okay. And Moses said, this shall be when the Most High shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full, for that the Lord heareth your murmurings, which ye murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Most High. Okay, so that's what they were doing. They were murmuring. Matter of fact, verse 7. Okay, verse 6. And Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel at even, then ye shall know that the Most High have brought you out from the land of Egypt. And in the morning then ye shall see the glory of the Most High, for that he heareth your murmurings against the Most High. And what are we that ye murmur against us? That's right. Because these people are murmuring against the men of the Lord. They're murmuring against the apostles. They're like Dathan, Corey, and Abiram, Abiram or whatever, when they approached Moses and Aaron and said, ye take too much unto yourselves. That's the spirit they come in. Are not all the congregation holy? Ain't the Lord dealing with us too? But the Lord has chosen men, okay? And we believe through the Spirit that those are the men of great millstone, starting with the apostle Tahar on down, okay? The other head apostles and elders and brethren in like fashion that make up the house of David, okay? The lively stones, okay, in the wall, the spiritual temple that's being built. All right. Now let's continue. Okay. In verse 8. And Moses said, this shall be when the Most High shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full, for that the Lord heareth your murmurings, which ye murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Most High. That's right. Okay, your murmurings are not against the men that are being used as vessels. The spirits of the prophets are subject unto the prophets, but it is the Most High that giveth the understanding. It is the Most High that giveth out the Holy Spirit, okay, and giveth the utterance into these men's mouths. Okay, so when you murmur against what these men are doing, if they're the men, if they're the elect of the Most High, if they're the chosen of the Most High, then you're murmuring against the Lord's chosen, okay, and you're murmuring against the Lord because He chose these men. So you have to check yourself, man. You have to be mindful of this and be fearful. Okay. And Moses spake unto Aaron, say unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, come near before the Most High, for He have heard your murmurings. Okay. All right. Verse 12. I heard the murmurings of the children of Israel, speak unto them, saying, at even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread. Ye shall know that I am Most High your power. Okay. As he heard the murmurings. But what happens? What happens when the quails came? Okay, and it came to pass that even the quails came up and covered the camp, and in the morning the dew lay round about the host. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground. And when the children saw it, they said one another, it is manna. But they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, this is the bread which the Most High have given you to eat. Okay. And the children of Israel did so, gathered some more and some less. We continue. Okay, so let me get my next bookmark here. Exodus 6. All right. So basically, I went further than I wanted to go. But basically, just showing you, they was complaining and they wanted more. We know that when they gathered up the, when they got what they asked for, they basically choked on the quails, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't want to go too deep into it. Let's move to the next precept, because I had something I really I really found in the Apocrypha that I found interesting. So I'm gonna go to Isaiah 30. Okay, Isaiah 30, verse 20. Okay, so this will be the next one. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teacher. So this is another part, of that. The Most High is giving you, okay, the bread of adversity and the water of affliction. Okay, so this is representative also of the bread the Lord's feeding you with. This, and that's what the men of the Lord are telling you. Okay, that this is the straight gate. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be adversity. There's going to be affliction. There's going to be tests. There's going to be hard times. But like the scriptures tell you, endure as a good soldier of the Most High. Okay, so like I keep moving all my precepts around. Accident. Let me get Matthew. And Lord willing, this is making sense. All right, Matthew 4:4. Matthew 4 and I guess I'll start at 3. And when the tempter came to him, he said, "If thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread." So this is at the end of Yahweh's 40-day fast, 40-day and 40-night fast. Okay, verse 4. But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High." Just showing you how you people that are complaining about how the words coming out, you're likened unto them, the people who complained about the manna, who wanted meat. They murmured against the Most High because they wanted the meat. Now, what did it say? They choke on the well. Okay, Numbers 11 is when they choked on it. That's what I want. Okay, so lucky. I just want to look at this real quick. Okay, Numbers 11. Okay, yep. This is what I want. Lucky, I didn't have the right one. Okay, Numbers 11:6. But now our soul is dry away, and there is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes. And the manna was as coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of a bdellium. When the people went about and gathered it and ground it in mills and beat it in mortar and baked it in pans and made cakes of it, and the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. Okay. Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent, and the anger of the Most High was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased. Okay. That wasn't enough for the children of Israel. The word coming at the mouth of the prophets in this day and age ain't enough for you niggas, man. You need more. You want more. You want this. You want this fancy, fantasy doctrine. These great swelling words. And Moses said unto the Most High, "Wherefore hast thou afflicted thy servant? Wherefore have I not found favor in thy sight, that thou layest the burden of all this people upon me? Have I conceived all this people? Have I begotten them?" Acting like a bunch of babies. "That thou shouldest say unto me, carry them in thy bosom, as a nursing father beareth the sucking child, unto the land which thou swearest unto their fathers." Okay, all right. So basically, they asked for what they wanted, which was the flesh. Okay, all right. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, basically they got the meat that they wanted. Okay, let's read it here. Okay. And Moses came into the camp, he and the elders of Israel, and there went forth a wind from the Most High, and brought quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side round about the camp, and as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of the earth. That's a lot of birds, man. The people stood up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quails, and he that gathered least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ever it were chewed, the wrath of the Most High was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Okay? And he called the name of that place It's a long word because there they buried the people that lusted. Okay, and the people journeyed from Kibroth Hatava, which I know that ain't how it's pronounced in Hebrew, unto Hazeroth and abode at Hazeroth. So basically, they got what they asked for, and they died when they ate of that quail. They died. They didn't really talk about it in Exodus. Salakia, I didn't have that pulled up, but that that's a side note I want to make was when they got what they wanted, they died. That's why I talk about let their table be made a snare, man. You're gonna get what you want, man. If you desire something outside of the Most High, He may just give you over that, man. You desire something outside of what He's giving you, He may give you over to that seducing spirit, and next thing you know, you're gonna be bugged out, And Lord willing, hey man, ain't nobody in this truth is safe. The Most High could do unless you the elect, but none of us know if we the elect. So we gotta continue in meekness and humbleness, and amen. Lord willing, I stay in this thing in truth, man. Not in these false doctrines, man. But that's all up to the Most High. We can only hope for the tender mercies of David. But like I was saying, man, Matthew 4:4. But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High." I don't want to be too long-winded. Okay, first, now I'm gonna go to First Corinthians. Okay, so when we think about this bread, okay, this bread, is representative of this truth. And we know that Yahweh Shai is the truth. He is the word. He is the way, the truth, the life. He is the word. Okay. And there's a representation of his body being likened unto bread when you go to First Corinthians chapter 11. Okay. Now, this was a physical thing he was doing, but there was a spiritual representation to it. Okay. Okay. In verse, I'm going to just start at 24. And when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, "Take, eat." So this is talking about the bread. "Take, eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me." After the same manner, also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, "This cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as often as ye drink it in remembrance of me." Okay. "For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do shew the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Most High, of Yahweh Shai Salakia. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. Okay, for he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. Okay, for this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged, okay? He that is spiritual judgeth all things, but he himself is judge of no man. Okay, but when we are judged, we are chastened of the Most High, that we should not be condemned with the world. Okay, so this is really a parabolic talking about a partaking of this word, man, coming to these spiritual meals, coming to receive of the word at the mouth of the prophets, you gotta eat and drink worthily, man. And we're gonna get an example of just to tie that in of what I'm saying here in Jude, okay, in the book of Jude. Oh, Salaki, I meant to keep that. Matter of fact, okay, coming back to this, coming back to Proverbs 9, briefly, okay. Wisdom hath built her house, she have hewn out her 7 pillars. She have killed her beast, she have mingled her wine, she have also furnished her table. Okay. Verse 5, "Come eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled." You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not even trying to come up with no new doctrine or nothing, because we all know that Yahweh Shai is the word. We all know that when you partaking, it said, "Eat this roll." You see what I'm saying? So you're eating of Yahweh Shai. You're drinking of Yahweh Shai. He is the word. In the beginning was the word, and the word was a power. And the word was with the Elohim, and the word was an Elohim, a power. Salaki, I'm kind of chopping it up, but you know what I'm going into. Okay, so when he was telling his disciples, eat and drink. Okay, I'm sure there's other meaning. They literally was doing these things, but this is also represents eating of this truth. Okay, "Come eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish and live and go in the way of understanding," right? So let's go to Jude now. Okay, now I can come off of this Jude 1 and 1. Oh, no, I ain't want to start at 1. Yeah, I want to go Start. I don't think I want to go too. I'm gonna start verse 8. Okay, verse 8. Okay. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities. So you men that have a problem with the order that the Lord has set up on the planet Earth, this is what you're doing. Okay, you're defiling the flesh, you're despising dominion. You don't want to be under the rule of somebody else, and you speak evil of dignities. Okay, you speak evil of the powers that the Most High has set up on the planet Earth, which are the men of great millstones, starting with Apostle Har on down, man. This is the kingdom of Yasharala. This is the rulership being set up on the planet Earth, man. You know, let me say these are the emissaries. These are the representatives of the Most High on the planet Earth. Okay, and then when the kingdom of heaven is established, these men will be up there, fellow heirs with Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, part of the 144,000. Which we believe that these men will be a part of this number, man. But that's up to the Most High. But we believe that through faith, man. And we know that the Lord's dealing with them. Now I'm gonna continue reading, man. Yet Michael the archangel, when contending with the devil, disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, "The Lord rebuked thee." Okay, so basically it's going into along the same lines of like how King David didn't curse Saul. Okay, even Michael ain't even cursing the devil, Satan. You know, because that's what he was set up to do by the Most High. Okay, and King David didn't curse Saul because he knew that was God's anointed. Okay, even he had the sense enough to understand. Okay, let me not curse this man because he was set up by the Most High. And he's gonna be judged by the Most High. Okay, let's continue, man. But these speak evil of those things which they know not, but what they know naturally as brute beasts. In those things they corrupt themselves. That's how these men do, man. That's how these men do, man. I'm gonna just keep reading. Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain, despising what was Cain's sin? Of course, he killed his brethren, but the reason he killed his brother Abel, was because he despised the sacrifice that Abel was given because it was a sacrifice more righteous than his own, and he didn't give the proper sacrifice. So he, instead of doing the right thing, he got mad at the one who was doing the right thing and sought to kill him, and ran greedily after error of Balaam for reward, and perished in the gainsaying of Kor. These are spots in your feasts of charity, when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear. Okay, eating and drinking unworthily. They're eating and drinking unworthily. Clouds they are without water, carried about of winds. Trees whose fruit withereth, without fruit, twice dead, plucked up by the roots. Okay. Raging waves of the sea, foaming out their own shame, all these false doctrines. Wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. Okay. Verse 16, these are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lust. Why y'all always getting on the other camps? Yeah, this, that, the other. Just say, hey, man. Walking after their own lust, and their mouth speak of great swelling words, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage. I love Zabak, even though Zabak, be going off, man. Now he's still out there teaching. That's cool. But these other camps, man, they be going off, man. You can't be a respecter of person, man. You having a man's person in admiration. You basically making somebody an idol. And it says because of advantage. Maybe you receiving benefits from doing that. I don't know. Who knows? All right. So let's see. So I think I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go to these next precept that I came across. Okay. Second Ezra, chapter 1, verse 15. Thus saith the Almighty Power: the quails were as a token to you. I gave you tents for your safeguard. Nevertheless, ye murmured there. Okay, the Most High is giving you what you need, but you murmuring, and triumph not in my name for the destruction of your enemies. But ever to this day do ye yet murmur. Okay, them same spirits are here murmuring to this day, man. Verse 17, where are the benefits that I have done for you? When ye were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness, did ye not cry unto me? Saying, why hast thou brought us into this wilderness to kill us? It had been better for us to have served the Egyptians than to die in this wilderness. Okay, and that's basically spiritually what's being said today about the way that the word comes out, the way that it's set up, Yes, you got to do this. Yes, you got to do that. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. The decrees be put forth, and people are just like, dang, man, they're just complaining about it, man. Okay. Then I had pity upon your mournings and gave you manna to eat. So you did eat angel's bread. When you were thirsty, did not I cleave the rock and waters flowed out to your fill? For the heat, I covered you with the leaves of trees. Okay. I want to read this. I want to go into this part, verse 17. Where are the benefits that I have done for you when you were hungry, thirsty in the wilderness? Did you not cry unto me? Okay. And I just read the other parts. So this is what Israel's saying. It goes a precept. Malachi 1 and 2. I have loved you, saith the Most High. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Most High? Yet I love Jacob. Okay, so that's what Israel's saying. The Most High is like, I love you, and y'all, we, as a people, we're like, wherein hast thou loved us? Well, didn't I bring you out of Israel? Out of Egypt? Didn't I give you manna to eat from the rain from the heavens upon the dew on the ground? Didn't I, give you a pillar of fire and for a light by day and, these different things? Didn't I do this stuff, to you? All right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 20. Okay. Instead whereof thou feddest thine own people with angels' food, and didst send them from heaven bread prepared without their labor, able to content every man's delight, and agreeing to every taste. For thy sustenance declared thy sweetness unto thy children, and serving to the appetite of the eater, tempered itself to every man's liking. But snow and ice endured the fire and melted not, that they might know that the fire burning in the hell and sparkling in the rain did destroy the fruits of the enemies. But this again did even forget his own strength, that the righteous might be nourished. For the creature that serveth thee, who art the maker, increaseth his strength against the unrighteousness for their punishment, and abateth his strength for the benefit of such as put their trust in thee. Therefore even then was it altered into all fashions, and was obedient to thy grace, that nourisheth all things, according to the desire of them that had need, that thy children, O Yahweh, whom thou lovest, might know that it is not the growing of fruits that nourisheth man, but that it is thy word which preserveth them that put their trust in thee. So it ain't the growing of the fruits, okay? It ain't the growing of the fruits that nourisheth man, but it is thy word which preserveth them that put their trust in thee. Okay, I'm gonna get this. So this is Ecclesiastes 15. This is talking about wisdom. I'm starting verse 1. He that feareth the Most High will do good. He that hath the knowledge of the law shall obtain her. Okay, wisdom. And as a mother shall she meet him, and receive him as a wife married of a virgin. Okay, with the bread of understanding shall she feed him, and give him the water of wisdom to drink. Okay, so I would just really want to go into how, okay, there's some precepts on how, people that are complaining about how the Most High is setting his meal forth, preparing this table for us in the midst of our enemies, in the face of our enemies, like King David said in infamous Psalm 23. Okay, you're complaining about the meal that the Most High is giving you. You're just like the people, the Israelites in the wilderness that complained about the manna that the Most High set forth. Okay, and they wanted more. They wanted meat. They wanted quail. What happened when they wanted more than what the Most High was trying to give them? They had the plagues came upon them. The same thing's going to happen to those people who cannot just accept what the Most High is giving them in this day and age, this time. that we presently live in. The Most High has given us all we need, the tools for salvation. Okay, and everything else will be revealed later, man. Don't be too deep. Be one deep. All right. The Lord willing, this was edifying. I know it was kind of all over the place. I had some precepts down, but then there was other precepts that came to mind that I had to get and kind of link them together and see what I wanted out of them. And, but Lord willing, like I said, that this was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. Okay, with that, Shalom.